WYMT Mountain Sports, your home for the Kentucky Wildcats and local high school sports.
He stands 6 foot 3 inches tall, 235 pounds, and he can power shrug more than 600 pounds. Meet Paintsville's Kash Daniel. He's got a dream he's working on. A morning at the Paintsville High School football field starts inside the locker room. This fall, Kash Daniel will play his final season in a Tiger uniform.
Last day, let's go to work. This has put us back on the map. You know, everybody forgot about us. People wanted to schedule us. Me and Coach Jericho make this joke 3 years ago. Our schedule, making the schedule was the easiest thing in the world. Everybody wanted to play us. You know, we had teams knocking down our door to play us. This last schedule cycle, it wasn't quite as easy. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, he's a big part of that.
On this day, Ohio State is watching Kash work out.
You got to get to it. Back here's not the window.
Every time one of these coaches come, I ask them, I said, well, what is he? And they're like, well, we like him at the mic. Well, he can play tight end. He can play running back. So it's really, he's done a great job of honing his craft and building on what the good Lord gave him.
Until this spring, he didn't have any stars by his name.
Somebody's awake.
Virtually unlisted as a recruiting prospect. But once Daniel competed in a rivals camp, everything changed. He now has 12 Division I offers, Power 5 conference schools like Kentucky, South Carolina, Louisville, Illinois, and Purdue included.
Never give up on what you believe in, and never give up on your dreams. Because man, I've had this dream since I was 6, 7, 8 years old, and I knew it was going to be harder coming from a small school in Eastern Kentucky. But I knew if I put in the work, put in the effort, and just balled out on Friday nights, everything would take care of itself.
He's in a position he's always wanted, but the process is intense. Constant tweets, text messages, and phone calls.
Be ruthless, all right? That's why we play this position. We're linebackers. That's what we do.
I went and bought an alarm clock just so I could turn my phone off and, get proper rest, for these 6 a.m. practice. Because if you're staying up all night and not getting proper rest, your body's not going to heal or grow like you want it to. And you're also going to be really tired, because when you're a 3-sport athlete, you need as much rest as you can.
Part of Kash's day is spring football practice, but he's a multi-sport athlete. Earlier this year, he broke the rim dunking in pregame warm-ups at Betsy Lane. He also bats cleanup on the baseball team. And let's not forget the weights. That's as important as anything he does.
I love it. Most kids are like, dude, do you hate it sometimes? You're always busy. That's been my whole life, so why change it up now?
Daniel is a multi-position player on the football field, too. As a linebacker and quarterback, most of the college coaches who have offered him don't know what he is.
Nice job!
Speaking to the Ohio State coach today, and he said if Kash was not on the field all the time, I would be worried about Kash as an athlete at a small school of this size.
His story brings rare attention to the mountains. Eastern Kentucky is not known for producing an athlete like Kash Daniel.
I don't let this stuff, catch up to me and, make myself believe I'm bigger than what I am. Because what Coach Jericho's built this foundation is we, not me. It's all just one family.
His decision on which school he will pick will not come soon. He plans to narrow his list to his top 5 schools and take visits this summer.
Don't get too caught up in it. That's the main thing. Don't get too caught up in it, because if you do, your mind's just going to spin 400 miles an hour. I'm not going to lie. For the first 2 days of Kentucky and Louisville offered me, my mind was probably about 600 miles an hour, because those are your two in-state teams, And but I've learned, just to take it one day at a time, and you'll know when a decision is right. You'll know when to say, okay, this is where I want to play, and this is where I want to spend 4 years of my life at.
Maturity. Add that one to the long list of this kid's intangibles.
Stay focused, work your ass off there. Here we go. State champs on 3.
1, 2, 3, state champs!
Wow, awesome kid, and I had a lot of fun doing that piece. Thank you so much to Kash and the Paintsville community. All right, let's move on. The baseball Cats are on the bubble. Kentucky needs every league win it can find to help out the resume and get a chance to play in the NCAA tournament later. Rubber match this afternoon against the Georgia Bulldogs. Javon Shelby making solid contact here in the 4th inning of a scoreless game. Shelby's 8th homer of the season. Goodbye. Kentucky takes a 1-0 lead. Solid outing, meanwhile, on the mound for Kyle Cody. Strikes out 5 with his breaking ball. Cody goes a career-long 8 innings without allowing a run, but that changes in the top of the 9th. Jared Walsh. Bye. I like this pitch. See you later. Cody's day is finished. We go to extras, and with the bases loaded in the 10th, Daniel Nichols singles up the middle for the go-ahead run. Georgia breaks it open in extra baseball, scoring 5 in the frame, and they take the game 6-1 and the series. Kentucky back in action Tuesday for the home finale versus Northern Kentucky, and then it's off to Missouri for the last 3 regular season games. Now to the pros. From one rubber match to another, the Reds, White Sox split their doubleheader Saturday. Top 4, Sox lead 1-0. Devin Mesoraco. Okay, not a homer. Goes off the wall, though, and that's good enough because Brandon Phillips' scores were tied at 1. Jump to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Reds, down 3-1. Zach Cozart. That's a fair ball. 2-run score. RBI number 17 and 18 for Cozart on the year. Bottom 9, game tied at 3. Gordon Beckham. End it like Beckham. Walk-off, game-winning RBI single off of Aroldis Chapman. First earned run Chapman has allowed all season long. Bad timing. Sox 4-3 over the Reds. Well, the past 2 days in the NBA playoffs have been sensational. 2 buzzer beaters. Saturday, Paul Pierce, the truth, went off the glass to win it for the Wizards. And before that, on Friday night, this guy. Another bank shot game winner from Derrick Rose as the Bulls defeated the Cavs to take a 2-1 lead in the series. Game 4 in Chicago. Let's do it. LeBron James. Could we possibly have 3 days in a row with a buzzer beater? Come on. 4th quarter, Cavs lead 84-79, 30 seconds to go in the game. Jimmy Butler. Step back buckets. All right, Bulls ball. Here we go, ensuing possession, 15 seconds to go. Cavs ball, LeBron double teamed by Rose and Mike Dunleavy. They call an offensive foul, so now it's Bulls ball. Rose down 2. Tied game. Rose had 31. We're tied at 84, 1.5 remaining. LeBron. That's game. King me. Bron makes his 3rd career game-winning postseason buzzer beater, most by any player over the last 15 years. 86-84 Cavs win. Series now tied at 2 apiece. Game 5 in Cleveland, Matt, on Tuesday night. My goodness, so we had a couple of walk-offs today with UK baseball and the Reds. Then we had LeBron James making a buzzer beater. That's 3 days in a row. And just another big thank you to Kash Daniel. It was a lot of fun to catch up with him.
Yeah, good stuff, Jamie. Thanks a lot, and we'll be right back.